left through bridge and turn square left. 40. Medium right tightens over crest bump. 130. Small absolute crest. 200 uphill. Crest bump 40 K right. 40 caution K left. Don't cut. Turn square right. Don't cut. Well done.
The 2002 Northern Ireland Rally Championship has provided one of the greatest seasons for the series, with 9 events spread over 10 months. This season will culminate once again on the final round in the Antrim Glens, under direction of the Mid-Antrim Motor Club, with the Toshiba Computers Forestry Stage Rally. A classic in the series, the 10-stage event returns, minus a championship showdown, with the 2002 title already decided in favour of Derek McGarty. Still, a battle rages on between Eugene Donnelly and Stephen Whitford for the runners-up spot, which will be decided by dusk on this cold November day. The first test will be the 4 miles of Parkmore, with its mix of tarmac and gravel, before heading northwest to the longest stage of the event in Slievenora, with long, fast, bumpy straights which are tough on both car and driver. The third stage would be Beggs, the short 2-miler with a tricky bridge in the middle, which has caught out many crews in the past. And following that opening loop, the crews would move southeast back to Glenarth for first service. The newly crowned champion was the first to get underway, returning to the series with the ex-Sean McCardle Impreza, aiming for 2 Toshiba wins in 2 successive years. And getting down to business on stage 1, they would set the benchmark for the rest to follow. 3 seconds would be all that separated Robbie McGurk from Derek McGarty in round 8, and with a win under his belt, Robbie McGurk was back on round 9, with Rory Kennedy posting a time 5 seconds quicker on the opening test. Comparing the top 2 seeds, not much would separate them, but Robbie making up time, taking more chances on the open parts of the stage. The main focus of championship concern would be who would claim runners-up spot. Eugene Donnelly and Paul Kiley claimed dibs on stage 1, with their Celica reaching the finish in a time 3 seconds off Robbie, and 2 up on Derek to leave the Maharam man second. And with their championship chances bowed a brave farewell in Fermanagh in round 7, Trevor Moore and Richard Curry had nothing to lose on this final round. Going forward on the first stage, they would set their sights on the top spot, which had eluded them in 2001, with a broken drive shaft on the final stage robbing them of victory. The Moors Waterwash escort was looking good through stage 1, but unofficial timing at the side of the stage indicated the Ford had work to do to place in the top 3. And sure enough, with the benchmark at 3 minutes 39 seconds, they would not be fastest. And as they come through the finish, 4th would be their position after stage 1. Glenn Allen and Adrian Johnson didn't appear 100% as the Escort WRC made its way into the opening stage. 4 seconds off Trevor Moore, they would be forced to retire with a blown head gasket. Dominic McNeil would embark on the Toshiba to test himself against the fierce competition present. But not making it too far into stage 1, his Escort World Rally car would go off the road, felling a tree halfway into the stage, as we can see on the left. 2 seconds off the time set by Trevor Moore through the initial 4 miles of the event, Kevin O'Kane and Stephen Griffith would place outside the top 6. Excelling on the tarmac rounds, George Robinson and Tommy Spears weren't taking any chances on the gravel, running at a steady pace to take 11th. Eamon Boland would return to the Toshiba, and he and Francis Reagan fought to keep on the pace of the top 5, setting 3rd quickest in stage 1 to move up ahead of Derek McGarty. Winner of round 8, Stephen Whitford and championship sponsor Mark Crowe would fight to keep in touch with Eugene Donnelly, but after the opening test, they would equal Trevor Moore. The Parkmore stage has always been a favourite for Dennis Biggerstaff, and with his championship chances gone for 2002, the outgoing Northern Ireland champion would attack on this, the opening test. In a battle for the title here last year with Trevor Moore, the 2 rivals would equal on stage 1, leaving 3 cars tied for 5th spot on the leaderboard. Leading Class 5 from the outset, Neil McCants and Richard Honeyford were flying through Slievenora on stage 2, quite literally pushing a bit hard over these jumps a third of the way into the stage. The jumps would not be kind to the Corolla, but they still would extend their class lead to now lie just shy over the overall top 20, but just. Another crew to fall foul of the second stage would be the Peugeot 205 of Philip and Simon Morrow, as they would make a dramatic exit over those same jumps. The battle at the front continued into stage 2. Derek McGarty up the pace, closing the top 3, placing third on the stage. Trevor Moore and Richard Curry would pave their own way through the stage on their way to setting second fastest in Slievenora, and set a fastest time by 2 seconds in stage 3 to move up to second overall, 9 up on Derek. And leading the way from the front, Robbie McGurk and Rory Kennedy will be unfazed and maintain a 5-second lead.
3 down, another 7 to go. We'll not make any predictions. It's been grand this morning. I mean, the first stage we had a good steady run on it and didn't do anything stupid. Didn't think it was any way spectacular time, but it was a good time. The second one we just kept it all together, and we've had a steady run. Basically, we're not taking any mad chances. We're going as quickly as we can, I suppose, but the car's good. Everything seems to be working okay.
After 3 stages, Robbie McGurk has a 5-second lead over Trevor Moore. Derek McGarty is 9 seconds further back, with Eugene Donnelly and Stephen Whitford rounding off the top 5.